Okay, so the meeting's being recorded. Welcome, everybody. Present, we have Vice Chairman Oliver Gilbert, Commissioner Higgins, Commissioner Rene Garcia, uh, Jimmy Morales from the mayor's office, and we have county attorneys Monica Rizzo, Melanie Spencer, and Jerry Bonson. And we have Parks Director Maria Nardi in the meeting. So we could start the meeting now.
Okay, well, let's go. Well, good afternoon to all of you. As you know, I called this meeting because there's campaign going on by some people. They don't give the name. They're like I guess burglars that come in the night, and they came in disguise, and they come in different I guess costumes or whatever they are wearing these days. But it's very disturbing to see that somebody is trying to let me say attack one of our parks, one of the regional parks, a beautiful regional park, the park that has an attendance of over 1.25 million persons every year, a park that is recognized by us, by the county as a historical park, a park that has been recognized by the state of Florida as a historical horse park, a park that has everything for everyone, totally open, all kinds of sports, even pickleball. If you guys don't know what pickleball is, go by and you'll see pickleball. It's very famous, and it's picking up real quick, that pickleball stuff. We got boxing, Muhammad Ali, boxing gym that I did. We have basketball, baseball, football, soccer, tennis. We got the arts also. We got the Westchester Cultural Arts Center there. Marvelous thing. What else do we have? We have the hill that people like to go up and down and train there, and all kinds of ladies going there to get themselves strong and so on with their personal trainers. Go around the lake back there. All kinds of people, families going there to spend the weekends. We have the dog park. We have the wonderful Friday evenings with the food trucks. What else do we have?
Shelters. We have a lot of
We have the
shelters.
shelters that people can rent, and they spend. That park is, I want to invite some of you, if you haven't been there on the weekends, and see the people, the family, the friends. They go on the shelters, they go by the lakes, they go by the they put hammocks there on the trees on the back lake. They all kinds of people, all kinds of friends, all kinds of individuals. They go and spend it. Hey, this is Miami. I just came from this meeting of the Inter-American Mayors Conference, and a lot of enthusiasm there, a lot of people. Miami is, of course, we always speak about the parks and about how wonderful our parks are, and so on and so forth. And everyone that was with, for instance, the people from Paraguay, the mayor of Asunción, and by the way, remember Cuevas? Bob Cuevas, he's from Asunción, Paraguay. Well, the mayor was there, and he said it's an up-and-coming new mayor. Paraguay is a very important little country in the middle of South America, borders with Brazil, Argentina, Uruguay, Bolivia, and very strategic and very rich little country. Small country, very rich. A lot of revenue coming into a small population, very strategic, and very important to us. All that area of the big rivers, the Amazon on the north, the Paraná on the south, and all they're trying to interconnect all those rivers, or the most important rivers, very important to our commerce, or for the port and the airport, etc., etc. The Miami is famous for all of these things that we have, and we need to preserve. And then for some, we don't know. I still don't know who. I've heard. I've seen renditions, things mailed to my office, stuff We have the media is crazy about that. The media called me a couple of days ago and interviewed me, and for Diario Las Americas, I imagine it's going to be on the weekend edition that they have. They wanted to know more. We put this on the media, of course, and the tweets and all that. It's just that people want to preserve that park. We want to preserve. I want to preserve that park. There are rumors that it's the University of Miami, my alma mater of all people, that somebody is involved with. I don't know. If they are the ones, well, I've spoken loud and clear that we are not for any of touching our park. We have the charter, the county charter, Article 7, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. We're doing some more strong legislation about that, reinforcing all of that, and that maybe we can talk a little bit about that to make it even stronger, so that they cannot touch these guys who want to take over our park for football teams or whatever it might be. It's all money, 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 and money is not everything in life, as at least in my book. In some people's books, it's a different story, but in my book, not money is something that we use, but it doesn't pull my chain or ruin or run my life. It may ruin my life or your life, but it certainly does not run my life or pull my chain. So there's a lot more to life than that. I can tell you that because I've been in situations on life and death, and I tell you that. So believe me, there's a lot of things more important than money. Anyways, money is good to have, but to use, but if money controls your life, my friends, then you're in real trouble. Because it's sad. Money comes and goes. Talk to anybody who's been in wars and things, and you'll see what it means. Anyways, this is the reason for this meeting, and I just wanted you to know that I, as chair of the Committee on Parks and Culture, I did a press release the other day saying if it's University of Miami, if it's whoever it might be, the name might be A, B, or C, doesn't matter. It doesn't matter with me. I'm determined to go very strong against all that, and well, we're going to chat a little bit about that if you want. We'll see what that brings. We need to protect our parks. Some elements, some people here are always looking for ways of making a quick dollar, and not me, and we need to be strong with all of this, and protect and defend our parks, and all the parks, but especially well, I would say all the parks. I'm with Article 7 all the way. I'm with old Dan Paul. I used to take Dan Paul to Tropical Park, and he would take his little camera and get on top of fences that I thought he was going to get killed, and take pictures coming from his Brickell Avenue law office, that I would go and pick him up there and take him in my car, the two of us, and then he will bring a little camera that he had in his pocket and get it out and get the camera out and start taking pictures every time that I said to him, hey, I think that there's some problems there in Tropical Park. I want you to know about that. Many years ago. So the old man is already dead, and he was always my I guess guide and all of that. And sometimes when I had questions, he was my delegate on also years ago on one of those county reviews of the charter. He was at some point one of my guys there. And that Dan Paul, an old county lawyer, they say he was the father of Article 7. So that's how I feel, and that's what I think, and we'll chat about that. So take it from there.
Thank you, Senator Soto. Maria or somebody, could you all just tell me what the proposal is? I don't know what we're,
Mr. Vice Chair Jimmy Morales, in the latest conversations we had today, Maria, myself, and Mayor staff, we haven't received any proposal for stadium, hotels. I mean, I know there's been chatter on social media. There were talks at a certain point weeks or months ago, as I know certain individuals were looking for a stadium location for the University of Miami. And they talked about Coral Gables High School. There was talk about Tropical Park. We have not received any such proposal. We are not soliciting any such proposal. I think the mayor's made it, I know, clear to her social media that she would not be supportive of anything like that. So, but Maria, unless something has happened in the last 24 hours that I'm not aware of, we have not seen one nor requested one in any form.
Correct. Yes, Chief, you're absolutely right. The previous proposal this individual submitted was to the school district, also without their solicitation. That, of course, did not go well. So he looked for another site and landed on Tropical Park. This was not solicited. We have also not agreed to anything or anything of that sort. We think that the proposal would have an incredibly negative impact on the park, on the neighboring residents, and on the Miami-Dade County community as a whole, who use Tropical Park as an active central park, centrally located, and always something happening there. It's a historical landmark in terms of its previous use and its history with the equestrian center and previously a racetrack. There's not an inch of the park that is not in use, whether it be as a place of respite and tranquility in the natural area, or the places that are active with ball fields, special events, all of that.
okay, Maria, thank you. Jimmy, thank you. And to the attorneys, what are the legal impediments for somebody doing something with this park?
I'm gonna good afternoon, everyone. I'm gonna turn it over to Melanie, who has been researching the issues regarding spectator sports and usage generally that is not in comportment with Article 7.
So without seeing the proposal, I don't know exactly what they would want to do. So my analysis is based on sort of general ideas of a large stadium for private use at Tropical Park, which would not comport with Article 7, which is meant to protect parks for the recreation and use by the public. And so there are sports arenas and sports stadiums that are allowed under Article 7 with a maximum of 3,000 seats. Any of these types of proposals, obviously, for the University of Miami would exceed that. So that would be one impediment under Article 7. The other impediment would be the actual use, which would seem to be a private use by University of Miami as opposed to a public use of an arena that everyone is using. So under Article 7, it would not be allowed. A referendum would be required in order to move forward with the construction of a stadium that I think is being talked about.
All right, well, Senator Soto, I mean, I got your back. It is
Yes.
what it is.
Yes.
I got your back. Yeah, I agree. So I don't know that I haven't heard anything. It's not on my social media. I came on the Sunshine because you invited me, and I will come where you invite me, Senator Soto.
Thank you.
Yeah, but I don't I'm not supportive of this idea generally. So let's when we get it, we'll deal with it accordingly, I guess.
Thank you. Well, they seem to be trying to create a state of opinion. I think it's like psychological warfare. You know, they're trying to and people stop me in the streets, in the stores. I was in a shoe store the other day, and some old lady came, "Hey, you know, are you the guy in the park?" And I said, "No, I'm not in the park." And this is it. And I had to explain that when I go to the stores and I buy stuff, and so I'm like the old Tip O'Neill, that I like to talk to the people and talk to the people in the stores, and people stop me, and the barber shop. I listen to the people. When I hear 2 or 3 guys telling me about things and about questioning me with strange questions, I know where the wind is coming from. You know, I sometimes I don't believe in GPSs and stuff. You know, I carry my old compasses and maps and stuff. You know, and I don't believe in, because I know that things can go wrong. So I'm that kind of a guy. So when I hear that coming from the real people, I say, what's going on with this? and then the media calling me, and I know nothing about this. And like you, I've heard rumors, I've heard names, but nobody comes in the open. And I want somebody to come in the open to shoot him down. That's what I want. But I can't shoot him down because the guy doesn't come in the open, or this is a guerrilla warfare, and and they're sort of infiltrating the news media and the things, and invading the people's minds with all this kind of venom, and then making things difficult for persons like you and I and others who are interested in serving the community and helping good government. So that's where we are. And so little by little they go, they get an inch and they get another inch, and that's what they're trying to do. And we need to stop these people cold. We need to just just that, just get your knife and that's it, goodbye, see you later, alligator, that kind of thing. So I think we need to come out in the open, come out strongly and say, no way, Jose, we're going to stop this for sure. We, the commission and the mayor, we are for Miami-Dade County, for our parks, for, you can't be everywhere. We need to find ourselves in a very strong position with these kinds of individuals who try to penetrate our communities and to ruin our lives, and I'm talking about the lives of the community, and eliminate places of, as Maria Nardi was saying, of all kinds of sports for everyone. If we want to, we want to stop crime, really. If we want to be serious about all these things, really, we need to have good parks. I mean, state-of-the-art parks everywhere, all kinds of things for all the young people, the older people. We need to have places for everyone, places for solitude. But you know how many people go there with their dogs on the weekends to that park? It's unbelievable. So you got to go by and take a look at that. If somebody tries to take over our parks, well, it's serious business. And that's why I'm saying we need to get serious with this, and we need to come out in the open and stop once and for all this. I think that Commissioner Higgins wants to say
Yeah,
something.
Senator Soto, I couldn't agree more with everything you're saying. And we also have to remember the incredibly important role that the parks and the Parks Department has played in our expanded gun violence prevention program, where the Fit to Lead is one of the premier programs that we are using, is to getting young people busy after school and busy in our parks. So this would take, this, whatever this is, this proposal would take away, the one of the crown, I really think our beaches might be the crown jewel, but one of the crown jewels in our parks, our parks department. So it's a dangerous, proposition to have basically acres and acres of a park sort of taken away
75
for a stadium, where, as far as I can tell, we have plenty of stadiums.
Mhm.
They're not busy every night, and the city of Miami is already taking away a park to put a new stadium in. So Tropical Park is a really important part. I'm glad to understand Article 7 a little bit more, Melanie. And a ballot initiative that this person could pay to get petitions to get this on the ballot. How could that happen if he doesn't do an unsolicited proposal?
In order to have a referendum on the ballot, there are a couple of different ways that could happen. It could happen by board action, by
Well, I'm not involved with, I'm a no on that idea. So
There you have it. I think
I'm one of 13, but anyway.
I think one thing also to point out is that the Dolphins Stadium and the Dolphins, and actually the University of Miami, has no intention of moving and have repeatedly stated that.
Yeah.
So this is also, they have an existing contract for many years with the
Yes.
Dolphins
Yes.
at Hard Rock Stadium, and they have no intention of moving. So that's
Well,
also.
another thing to point out generally from a land use perspective is that stadiums are never the highest and best use of that much property. So we need open space, we need parks. But if we were not going to develop something as a park, having another stadium, which is in use probably 10% of the time that you needed to calculate it to be actually a contributing part of property. And our formula is just, on every aspect, this is probably just a bad idea. So I don't know that, I haven't seen a proposal, Senator Soto, Maria, commissioners, I haven't seen a proposal, but I don't, this seems not well taken.
Yeah, Mr. Vice Chairman, this person is very active on Twitter about this idea, and actually is very, very rude to many of our residents on Twitter as well. So anyway, it's a bit shocking.
Commissioners, I have a question for legal. I know that, there are some citizen-led petitions that can result in things going on a ballot, like for a law or something, an amendment to the charter, like that. But I would imagine that they cannot, by petition, force us to put a stadium there, can they?
No.
To put a stadium there, they could have a petition to get a referendum where there would be a countywide election whereby the voters would then decide whether there should be a stadium there. I don't know if that answers your question, Jimmy.
Well,
So you're saying
change the charter first?
No, Melanie, I think the question is, even if the initiative petition would be successful regarding to allow this as a potential use, the board would still have to,
Right.
have a say as to what those contractual provisions would look like. That's an entire transaction that would have to be negotiated and approved by the board vis-a-vis, what it would like to see should that ever occur.
So it's the difference between being allowable and actually doing it, right? So the voters would decide that, as an allowable use, but that doesn't mean that it immediately we start constructing the stadium.
Well, allowable doesn't necessarily mean that we choose, that the commissioners choose to do it, right? It wouldn't have to, then, right, it's just giving the consent.
Can I ask a question, Melanie and Jerry, mainly? Would it be possible for these people to try to put something on the ballot and have a referendum? And assuming that they win the thing, then they bring the vote to the commission, and then the commissioners will be, remember, there's gonna be how many new commissioners? 5 or 6 new commissioners? Do you know what these commissioners have in their minds? Do you know how the cookie crumbles with these people? Well, I don't know. I certainly don't know. But I do know.
Commissioner,
Yes.
Commissioner, it's Rene Garcia. I don't think my phone is working. Look, I honestly don't think that there's an appetite for any of us. At least there's not an appetite for me to have a stadium there. I think we have enough stadiums. I think even with the new members that are coming on, if you look at their background, they're not big proponents of any public funded stadium deals. So I think I can't speak for anyone, but I think I feel fairly comfortable that, even if there's a petition and so forth, they still have to get the signatures. I don't believe that the voters of Dade County will vote to have a stadium there anyway. I just don't see that happening, but I've seen crazier things happen. But if anything comes around my desk, I will make sure that I'll let this group know through a sunshine meeting if we hear anything. But as of right now, I really haven't heard anything on my end or anyone trying to push it on mine. So I think you have a lot of support in making sure that we keep Tropical Park as Tropical Park and open green spaces. I think we all believe the more green spaces we have, the better it is.
Commissioner, Tropical Park and any other park.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Trust me, I'm doing that at Amelia Hart. Amelia Hart Park is better than your park.
I know it's a beautiful
No?
park.
Okay.
It's a sacred park also. It's a sacred park also, like all the parks in my, the park's a beautiful park, of course. So my I think the sooner we need to reinforce this thing, reinforce all these laws that we have in the county as much as possible. Melanie, I don't know if it's a a good idea, if it's legal for us to talk about future things or things coming down the pipe that you're working on and so on and so forth. Well, I think it's now public, right?
Sunshine meeting.
Maria, huh? Yeah, I think Maria Nardi called me, the director, the other day to tell me that there was already a matter, a legislative an ordinance that Melanie worked on, and it's now going to be considered by the commission. So I think that the more strength that we show from the very beginning, the better it is, because there's many items like and again, I don't want to criticize any of the new persons, or I really, you know, I used to pitch in baseball. I used to pitch a lot. I used to be in teams in Cuba, in Cuba, the younger years, in the 15, 16-year-old range. And baseball was pretty good there, as you all know. And people, I did pitch a lot, and I could tell you that if you ask me about a pitcher that I haven't seen, I would say, I don't know how he is. Well, when I say that he's good, and you know that he this and that, I said, well, I know who that pitcher is when I see that pitcher pitching, and pitching in difficult situations. You know, pitching the real tough games. Then I'll tell you, you know, what kind of a pitcher is that person. So I have the same opinion here I guess I will have to see the pitchers pitching, period, you know. So when I see them pitching, then I can tell you, this guy, he's okay in my book, or that person, man or woman, doesn't matter. So I've been around, as they say, as you know, it's almost 40 years of this thing, right? I've seen the Senate, I've seen the House, I've seen the people here, I've seen quite many things in my life, and I can tell you that. Well, you know, one of my favorite items is "In God I Trust and Everybody Pays Cash." You know, so that's my position with all of this. I want you to hear that from me, and that I've said that in public, and this is not a secret. I'm in defense of the parks. I believe in the parks. I believe in parks. The reason why I got into the parks things here when I came to the commission was precisely because in Tallahassee I served a lot in the crime, all kinds of crime things, you know, all kinds of, and I saw people just becoming like gelatin sometimes, and you know, with some issues, big issues, regarding drugs precisely, okay, and because I've seen what I've seen, and because I'm the age that I am, and because I've been in all those trenches with all kinds of different people, I can tell you that in God I trust, and everybody pays cash. And I don't have doubts about this person or the other person. I have to see people pitching to tell you how good he is as a pitcher, or you know, I want to see the real games. And this game in which we're involved today, as we speak, and with this issue, it's a game that is picking up speed very fast. It's faster than Ian or Ian, the hurricane, and it is going around. They're trying to convert this into a state of opinion thing, where they're going to throw the public opinion, and as Commissioner Higgins was saying, of a lot of the people on tweets and stuff. Remember that there's tweets, that this, is that, and they're going to try to throw a lot of that against the commissions. And then I don't know. This could become a real big thing, a real humongous thing that some people will just let the tsunami go over them and be with that. And before the tsunami happens, I want the people informed of that. I want our commission to take a strong position with that. I want the mayor to come out strong with that. I want to see for the good of the order that our parks are protected. I was saying that in all the crime commissions that I participated in my time in Tallahassee, I came to this county commission with the idea that probably the best medication or medicine for the crime thing and the young people and so on and so forth is parks. Is parks and a lot of parks and a lot of sports of all sorts and kinds in all places, you know, and if you don't, and then culture and things and art, and if you're either involved with the A or B, but you need to keep these kids busy, and also we have all kinds of individuals. We need the parks. We need parks and more parks. Absolutely, and programs for these kids. Keep all these individuals very occupied, and then of course families are the strength of the community. The parks are for families. They can rent shelters. They can go to the lakes. They can do a million things. So how come that we want to put cement and concrete over the parks and over the lakes? And let me tell you, this thing of putting concrete over the lakes in Tropical Park is not a new thing. It's an old thing that I've been turning down every time somebody comes to me with, oh, we have to do away with the lakes. We have to let's say, what are you talking about? Closing the lakes in Tropical Park, putting concrete over that, and doing what? You know. So I don't know who's behind this. I don't know what kind of mafia. Let's call them mafias. That's a strong word, but you know, but there's some mafias in white collar now in town. Well, always there's been mafias, and there's been people in jail. There's been commissioners taken out of here by, you know, I've seen 10 commissioners, 10 commissioners. Jimmy, you were with me here years ago, and you maybe you saw some of that. There's been times in which nothing has happened, and there's been times where it's like hurricanes, where a lot of things have happened. And I've seen 10 commissioners, Cubans, Americans, men, women, black, white, you know, you name it, you name it. It's a serious disease that we have. When you see that,
Senator, for the record, I was not one of those 10. I just want to be clear.
No, you were not. But you know about the items that I'm been talking about. Sometimes they just fade away, you know, and sometimes the people go to other countries. Sometimes people they disappear in life. Sometimes they take them, the police themselves take them out of the building. But this is the truth. The truth, it's sad. It just happened recently, and it is very sad to see that. Very sad to see that. To me, it's very sad, it shouldn't happen. It is happening. It will happen again and again and again, and we have to take a strong position. If we say that nothing's going to happen, that I have faith in God, you know. I think I have faith in God, a lot of faith in God. That's my thing in life, in God. It's like our the coins. In God I trust. You know, I trust God, and then the rest. Well, you can promise me the moon and the stars, but I believe in that after the fact. So no way. With me, that's my position. Maybe somebody has another position. I know that after November 21st, I won't be here. But I'll be a citizen, and I'll be somebody out there, you know, and somebody with a voice. I think, you know. I hope I still have a voice. Oh, so you know, I'll be involved with the state senate and the other guys and the Tallahassee and the people here, and hopefully media and maybe somebody will listen to me, or maybe not. I don't know, but that's the way the cookie crumbles, and c'est la vie, and that's life, and that's from my side. But when I see the real people, the you know, we call them Joe Lunch Bucket, or what you want to call them, the real guys in the stores, you know, in the these days with the hurricane, we go to stores. I go to stores a lot to buy water, this, that for the house. And people stop and talk to me and they say things like that to me. And that really, at the end of the day, it bothers me because this is the people talking to you and directly. You don't need to go on and hire some important high-foot names with polls and stuff. No, just go to the people. Just mingle with the people. Be there. Listen to them, and you'll see what they say, and you'll see how it goes. And then you have the social media also. So it's unbelievable to me that these things happen, and my recommendation is nip it in the bud. Nip it in the bud. Nip it in the bud. Brutal attack. As we say in old Cuban Spanish, cura de caballo. You know what that means? That means a strong dose of medicine, and just whack. It might be difficult to swallow to some people. It might be, but that's a medication that will cure that. So we need to stop that cold. Okay, nip it in the bud. Cura de caballo. Just whack. That's it. Like an old doctor taking a strong position, and yeah, we sorry about that, but we have to amputate that little finger, in your left foot. Well, you don't do that, you're going to lose the leg, and then you're going to lose your life. So cura de caballo, get the little finger out of the picture, and that's it, my friend. That's it. Se acabó la fiesta. The end of the party. The party's over, right? So that's what I think, honestly. And with all of you that I appreciate so much, and that's it. C'est la vie, right? Okay, my friends, I have nothing else to say. Case closed. For all you lawyers, I'm not a lawyer. I'm a semi-lawyer, right? After my life with so many good lawyers and like all of you, and this is exactly, my position on all of that. And I'm sorry if you have heard other things, or some people. I'm sure that many of you or several of you will probably hear more or have heard about that before, or that's it. There's different thing for different people, and of course, money. It's something like that. And coming from a UM guy, it's even more from an Albright, from a Kane. So it should be even stronger. So I close my case. Okay, case closed. My side. Thank you very much. Have a good day. If anyone has anything else to say.
Thank you, Senator. Appreciate the meeting.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Thank you. Good day. Enjoy.
Take care.
Thank
Bye.
you.